What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about the arena meta and how it's going to affect your unlock for Lizard. Lizard, very powerful character, the last member that we need for the Superior 6, and it's going to be extremely important that you unlock this character, at least in my opinion. Because this character is going to be extremely useful in Cosmic Crucible, in Alliance Wars, in Dark Dimension. Is probably one of the candidates for Dark Dimension 7 for the city section. So because of that, in my opinion, is going to be a very important character. And this is why you should pay attention to the arena meta. Because if you are not aware already, is going to be unlocked through the arena system. Now, this is usually unusual because Lizard is a 2 stars unlock, and usually the characters on arena that we unlock through arena is usually 3 stars unlock. But yes, it's going to be the case, as you can see right here. Sinister Snowstorm milestone, gain progress toward this 8-day event, and then you'll be able to unlock the Lizard. We can see right here, earn superior rewards including Lizard shards, diamond on orbs, and other rewards as well. So this is definitely something you should be paying attention to, and this is why we're going to recap the arena meta in this video. So as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it to your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a crocodile. Lizard, I don't know. We are still in conflict with the Lizard style. Now, his kit is very overpowered, and you guys can see my 2 yellow star, 2 red star Lizard was very impactful going through Dark Dimension 6. So once again, at very low stars, this guy is very important. So we're gonna take a look at Dark Dimension 6, just the nodes that I cleared from City, and you can see right here, Lizard at 2 stars, 2 shot on the last node, 1 shot the second node, and 2 tap also on the first node. On top of that, you can also see in Cosmic Crucible is part of one very powerful team, which is the Superior 6 on defense. This team is quite tough, and of course the bigger you get them, the better. So once again, you're gonna get a Lizard with the arena. Are you guys ready to talk about arena? Now, we can talk about the past of arena, and I think that's a good point, talking about the past of arena. Right now, the past of arena is Secret Defenders, and you might be asking, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Unfortunately, the Secret Defenders right now, they are a huge problem for themselves in terms of arena, and this is all because of Super Scroll, of course. And the reason why, it's like characters like Photon or Robbie Reyes that apply a lot of negative effects to the enemy team. They speed up the enemy Super Scroll, and because of that, you're going to be able to destroy the enemy team faster than they can attack you, because they're applying bleeds to you and negative effects and so on. Those bleeds, they don't do much damage, but they are going to activate the speed bar of Super Scroll. And many times your Super Scroll can have 3 turns before the enemy Super Scroll has his second turn. So this is a big problem with the Secret Defenders right now. And a lot of people say that I don't know, like, people are saying that my arena shard is not advanced enough. I think it's the opposite. I think it's the most advanced. And this is exactly because most people are no longer using most of the Secret Defenders. So for example, this team of Big Sparta, if I try to face this team, which we can do right now, you'll see that the amount of negative effects that their team applies to my team because of Robbie Reyes is just way too many negative effects, and that will delay the enemy Super Scroll. So this is something you have to be careful, of course. You need to know very well the arena meta and exactly what to do. So I'm going to use my trustworthy Spider-Man Big Time. I still use Spider-Man Big Time on arena. We want to turn rewind that Apocalypse, of course, because you don't want him to use the ultimate. Now you can see that I only apply negative effects to one of his characters, but he keeps applying negative effects to tons and tons of my characters. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flip all those buffs on his Super Scroll, and now he's much weaker than mine. So even if he does his ultimate, it doesn't matter because he's tapped. And on top of that, I still using Hard Light, because Hard Light, she doesn't apply any negative effects, and she does speed bar reduction to his Apocalypse, which of course mine is going to block. Okay, so I'm going to stun his Apocalypse. His Super Scroll has immunity, so it's more likely that I'm going to apply less negative effects to him. And here we are. So my Super Scroll is ready to do his ultimate, and the Super Scroll is nowhere near doing that. So here we go, big ultimate for my Super Scroll, and now we have a 5-on-1. So do you guys understand the problem of the Secret Defenders? And you guys say that my arena, oh my god, it's hilarious. So here we go. Now I don't want to take this spot from Big Sparta, but you can see 5-on-1 easy win against the Super Scroll, and he didn't even have offense up, so even if you do his ultimate, it would be game over. So this is the current situation of arena. Right now the Secret Defenders, they are not so great because exactly of how many negative effects they apply. So Photon, Strange Supreme, and Robbie Reyes, game over for them. And even Black Cat, Black Cat on defense, maybe favors with Skirmisher ISO 8, so she can apply vulnerability to the enemies, because you guys have to remember, when you apply vulnerability, you also apply 10% damage increase on those targets, not only the chance of activating the Striker ISO 8. So in that regard, Black Cat becomes better as a Skirmisher, and that's it. So then we have Super Scroll, which I asked around my alliance how many people have Super Scroll unlocked now, and it seems like most people have Super Scroll unlocked. There is just one person that does not have Super Scroll unlocked, and I assume that most people that are at the top are going to make sure use the most out of him. What's the best ISO 8 for Super Scroll? It depends. Raider better on defense. It can also be useful on offense. It really depends on how you play with your characters. And then we have to talk about the other characters that are related with arena. So you just saw Quicksilver, you just saw Spider-Man big time. Quicksilver is still good because he's able to provide a lot of single target nuke and turning wind that you can do to your enemies, and that's going to be important, of course. Then we also have the Spider-Man big time, flipping those negative effects on the Black Cat is also extremely important, but this is going to be one of those characters that it really depends how much investment you have on him. It doesn't require a lot of investment because he has a lot of focus on his passive or ultimate or something, but it's still something that you have to be on the lookout, because yeah, you have to make sure that you apply the disrupt and you flip the buffs of the characters that really matter. And then we have to talk about the future of the arena meta. So Apocalypse is past, present and future, is not going anywhere. And then we have Super Scroll is not going anywhere, but now we have to talk about the new team, right? We have to talk about the Extreme X-Men, and there are two characters here that are somewhat interesting. The first character we are going to talk about, which maybe is the least important, is the Sunspot. So Sunspot, as it seems, we don't have the final kits yet, which is very surprising, but as it seems, Sunspot is going to be able to do damage based on how many charges the opponents have. So any kind of Quicksilver on defense is going to get destroyed by Sunspot. Maybe, subject to change, who really knows for sure. This is all assumptions that we made from test footage that we are able to see. And then we have this guy, we have Nightcrawler. In my opinion, Nightcrawler is going to be very impactful in arena because he has a turn 1 stun and he also applies expose to the enemy. So we have powerful single target negative effects which can shut down Super Scroll if you have some kind of trauma on him or not. We'll see if you're going to be able to do that. Sometimes the stun on Super Scroll bugs out when he also has exposed. And then we also have the fact that Nightcrawler gets speed up on spawn, so he's going to be very fast. Now, he's not as fast as Spider-Man big time, which is not great, but still, as long as he's not doing some nonsense. As long as he has some survivability, which he has, I think it's going to be fine. But I have not been able to test it for myself. I'm not an envoy, and I think I will never be. And that's fine. We'll have to wait for the patch to deploy. And Friday, tomorrow, supposedly we'll be able to test out the Nightcrawler and see it for ourselves. And then we can finally decide if he's going to influence the arena meta, if only on defense or also on offense, or what's going to be the best use for him. And then we can see which are going to be the best teams to use on defense and on offense, so we can lock our boy Lizard, which is once again is so low stars that I can't even find it. Okay, so here we go, 2 stars Lizard. Guys, don't sleep on Lizard. He's very, very powerful, and depending on which iso-weight you are using, it can be even better. Once again, fortified iso-weight, he has massive amount of drain because he attacks multiple targets with his abilities. But even if you use him as a striker or as a skirmisher or as a raider, he works well with those iso-weight setups as well. So yeah, guys, that's how you unlock Lizard free to play. Once again, it's going to be part of the arena meta, and be careful with. Oh, I forgot about talk about something. What? Okay, we still have time. Okay, we have to talk about Green Goblin. So a lot of people are using Green Goblin also on arena, and this is good. This is good. But once again, we have the problem of Green Goblin speeding up Super Scroll. So you have to be careful the way you use your Green Goblin. But if you don't have Super Scroll together with Nightcrawler, we might see an opportunity to stop Super Scroll with Green Goblin and Nightcrawler. This is a theory that I'm thinking about testing out as soon as the characters become available, but it might be finally the free-to-play solution to deal with the Super Scroll. It's going to have some RNG as well, of course, and we are dealing with a very small Nightcrawler, so that might be a problem as well. So it depends. It might help out some people, but yeah, we might have a more solid solution for Super Scroll for the people that don't have a Super Scroll. So yeah, that's going to be the recap in terms of the arena meta and how you can unlock your Lizard free-to-play. Once again, you're going to have a 8 days event where you have to battle in arena, and depending on which rank you are, you're going to be able to unlock more character shards for him or not. And that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Once again, this Lizard is very, very powerful. I think he's one of the major contenders for Dark Dimension 7 and 6 if you are still trying to unlock Super Scroll. And as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Mouse Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.